So when I was a kid, like a little kid, I used to dream about playing video games, but I didn't have anything to play them on. I didn't have a computer back then or a PlayStation or anything. So I was watching YouTubers play games on YouTube, and I was hoping that soon I'll get something to play on. And that seemed like a dream. That seemed like ain't no way. I didn't kind of even believe that it's possible to play video games, because it was just so strange to me that people actually have gaming PCs, because I didn't. And eventually I got my first gaming laptop that was running like Minecraft in 10 FPS, and I was having the time of my life there. Now people need like 9,000 FPS to enjoy a game. Like, bro, eventually got a computer that was like a little bit better. It can run games like kinda good, like it wasn't nothing special. And I started playing more and more games. I started playing games like Counter-Strike, like Unturned. Sometimes I would hop on Skype with my homies and I would play these games for 12 hours straight. I would wake up late, obviously. Wake up, turn on my computer, start playing with my friends, and play until I go to sleep. Eventually I did start distancing a little bit from gaming, kind of naturally because of just growing older. I still did kind of keep in touch with the culture. I was still kind of in touch with the new games. I still kind of knew what's going on. I still kind of do. I started noticing with time so many of these titles where people are complaining how video games just aren't as fun anymore. And honestly, back when I was playing a lot of video games, I kind of did relate to this myself. Eventually with time, video games would start getting it just wasn't the same feeling anymore. So what is this like? What's the answer to this? Like, the cliche answer would be that we're just older now and that it just doesn't hit the same as when we were kids. Maybe we have high expectations for good memories and we want to repeat them, but now it's just different, and now we can't repeat those memories, so we feel disappointed. Those things might be true, those things definitely have something behind them. However, I think the main reason, and the reason that I'm gonna talk about in this video, is something else. So this is basically gonna be some bro science, because I'm not a scientist. I'll try to explain this as best as I can. I'm sure there's gonna be scientific mistakes that I make, but I'm gonna try to explain it in my words. So our brain works in a way that when we do something pleasurable, dopamine gets released. And dopamine is this chemical that makes you feel good. So our dopamine system works in a way that you eventually get used to the amounts of dopamine you're getting, and when you get used to those, they become boring and you need more. So video games, for example, are a thing that release a lot of dopamine. So when you play video games, you will eventually keep needing more and more to satisfy you. When we first started playing games, we didn't need that much to be happy, because the level of dopamine that video games would release was extremely high for us at that time. But as we got used to playing video games, we kept needing more and more and more, which eventually led to not being happy with what used to make us happy back in the day when we were kids. Because now we need way more, because we're used to that level of dopamine. And so basically, as we play more and more video games, we keep needing more and more video games. And so when you play so much video games, first thing that happens is that video games stop being fun, because you get used to them. You just can't get as happy as you used to get because of them. And the second thing that happens is that you become a goblin that just sits in the room all day and play video games, trying to satisfy his brain, but you can't do it because all of this overstimulation ruined your brain, and now you need basically hard drugs of video games. Therefore, I'm gonna solve both of your problems with one quick tip. Stop playing so much video games. It's not complicated, bro. It's not complicated. First thing that you will get is that video games are gonna become way more fun because you're not playing them often. And I can speak this from experience because I play video games extremely rarely. And I can tell you, I have so much fun. So by playing video games less, you will first of all make them way more fun, and second of all, maybe you get a girlfriend. Like, bro, like, get out of your house, do something else. And you know what? So now you stop playing video games. What can you do to fill up that time that you would usually play video games? Well, start going to the gym, start meditating, start all of these good habits, and boom, you just stop playing video games and you made them more fun. You got a girlfriend, you got in better shape, you got better mental health, you're happier, your life got back in order just by stopping this video game bullshit. Now, am I gonna tell you to stop playing video games completely? Well, that's a topic for another video. For this video, I wanna tell you to just please consider slowing down on the amount of video games you play. I promise they're gonna get more fun, you're gonna be surprised. And I promise you're gonna start seeing very cool things happen with your life outside of video games. So I know you might be a gamer and your brain might be generating excuses like, I actually touched a girl once and I play video games. I just ask you to try it out and maybe you like it. We will see. Okay, that's the end of this video. I hope you will consider it, and bye.